Hello everybody, this is Richie. We're doing an 18 the other side. Right off the bat, big pull with heroism, so we have our pet out. Double tap is rolling, we forget to explosive shot. We're going to immediately into wild spirits, volley, true shot, trinket, and potion. Perfect volley window. Explosive shot comes in a bit late. So what I usually do is I run down, double tap, and then I explosive shot one of the big mobs, and that's what you should do too. Pack dies fairly fast, so I didn't focus on interrupting anything because I knew that this would die fast with the comp that we are running. Then what I end up doing is I forget to use my second trinket here, and I end up already desyncing my two trinkets. Because what I do here is I explosive shot volley on pull, and then the double tap explosive shot volley. But then we use our trinket, and it's 30 seconds off of the true shot timer. So I'm not quite sure how it will end up working for the next pull, but we shall see. I'm not too familiar with this route, and I think this also ends up being a deplete, but it was a good key where you can see some things that I wanted to just show. So with those mobs, you can always focus interrupt one of the cultists, the scribe cast, the heavy damage nuke. Also make sure that you're always aware of the frontal here. Like, it's a pain to see, but make sure that you get a warning in your UI, and when you have that warning, look where it is and dodge it. Like, don't die to this. I mean, I died a lot of times to it, yes, but make sure to improve on that. It's very annoying to keep farming deaths to that. So here I end up having my CDs back, but I'm not using that then because the time to die on that one is under 18 seconds, so we won't get good value out of our true shot window. Like, just to go back and show that really quick, I have this weak aura here that counts down the target's time to die. Too much. Okay, let's go back here. Like over here, you see on the target nameplate, the number that's counting down is the time that the target will take to die approximately. So at the moment where I get my cooldowns, we are at like 15 seconds. So setting them up and everything probably end up being a little of a waste. So I don't recommend using cooldowns there. And I also didn't know the route, so I didn't know what we were gonna do next. So I decided that those two mobs are not dangerous enough on their own to make me use cooldowns here. And turns out it was a good idea because next up we are fighting this guy, the spirit, and we need CDs for that. Over here, don't make the mistakes that we were making. No one was like assigned to opening this urn here, so we kinda YOLO'd it. I decided I will go there. I went there too soon, spawned the thing, and died to it, so don't do that. And if you do it, go to the urn, turtle, and open it. Don't be silly, as I was. So now I could get ready. So now you can like turtle and go there and open it. I don't know exactly why I'm backing out again. I think I thought that we were like wiping to it. I didn't want to click, I think. But yeah, just commit to it. If I had turtled earlier, wouldn't have had deaths here or anything. So yeah. But we did manage to kill that guy. But yeah, it's a huge time loss. Like, if you can just stand there and turtle. Okay, so next pull is then the dinosaurs. and we get prideful afterwards. Yeah, here we are discussing on the voice comms what we should have done about the urn, but hey, it was too late anyways. But yeah, I should have just committed it. Here, double tap, explosive shot, maybe? Yes, volley, aim shot, rapid fire, or rapid fire, aim shot. Nice. I end up holding CDs here, I think. Yeah. And we have prideful now. So I'm just pumping pride. Don't do what I did here. Or am I not pumping pride? No, I'm not pumping pride. Okay, weird. Pretty sure I always pump that pride. Turns out I didn't. Not okay. So yeah, if you go up to higher keys, prides become really dangerous. Like an 18s or 19s, those hurt an awful lot. So don't be afraid of using CDs for pridefuls. Like this is probably a huge time loss. We are saving the CDs here, then use them on that 2 big mobs that won't stay in my CDs for a long time anyways, is a huge, huge time loss. Like look, they are already out of my CDs. Like, and I can't even blame the tank here. Like the tank is pretty an undergeared alt character of a good player. So he can't stay in there for long. So I should have just pumped pride. It would have actually saved us a lot of time. So here I'm doing something really bad. I'm blocking the path. Don't stand there. Don't do this. Now nobody can move through there and we end up losing a few seconds as well. So don't stand there. Like, I felt really bad when I realized that I just blocked the path for everyone there. Okay, so next up we're going to the Hakar wing. In there, it's a bit annoying because, I mean, we can, I think, bursting shot those transforming mobs, but we can't do much. In this group, I think we are mass stunning from the monk and then we are ringing it. But make sure you have a plan for that. Here, he told us that he pulls it back and we have to kill those guys. So I was a bit late on that one because I didn't know it. But it's a good strategy for, like, to kill it safely. Yeah. So here I'm talking to chat really quick, but there's nothing crazy happening. The priest has a heal cast, make sure you have an interrupt for that. The smite isn't too dangerous, so... Okay, here, what are we doing? Here we just pull. Nothing too crazy, just usual. I end up popping my CDs here, because why not? I kinda screwed my volley window here. It was fine though. It was fine, okay, never mind. Okay, so I'm using trinket double tap. Okay, nice. Okay, I ended up throwing binding shot down if the tank wanted to kite, but we didn't do much with it. Okay, pulling in the priest. Here I have my volley back. I should make sure to get the best of that out of that. Explosive shot. Okay, volley is ready. You end up using it. You can tranquilize those spirits. I don't know exactly what happened there, but I fired it off. Let me rewatch that. Because I have a mouse over macro. Okay. Okay, I know what happened. I didn't mouse over the spirit, so it fired at the priest. But you can mouse over those guys. Look, oop, and it's gone. Like, the timer was running out too, but I was tranquilizing it. I think I end up doing it the right way on the next pull though. So we should see it there. Okay, explosive shot, nice. We didn't sit too long on it. Okay, I think now we are chaining in the other pack. Yes. And then we are earning. Okay, volley is ready. That's something I do a lot. I waste my volley. Like here. Okay, here. So my volley is back. My rapid fire is almost back. So I'm using rapid fire without volley. I should have waited for 1 or 2 globals, then used volley. I would have a perfect volley window, but I didn't. So I think I could have done that there. I mean, I ended up having it for true shot then, so it wasn't too bad. But I do that a lot, an awful lot, that I screw up my volley windows. So be better than me. Also, what I did here, I forgot to spend precise shots. Don't do that, of course. Like you see, everyone makes a ton of mistakes. But just, if you made a mistake, commit to it. Don't cancel casts because you're like, oh my god, I forgot to, and no, fucking multi-shot, no, commit to the mistakes you made. And don't lose a spell cast or anything because you forgot to make trick shots. Here, poof, we end up tranquilizing shot spirit number 1. And we should trank the second one. Yes, there it is. Nice. So then we have Prideful coming up next. Here we kinda agreed to not use CDs on this Prideful as a group. Just to save everything we have for the boss. We are already like 2 minutes delayed in that dungeon. We should have been here a bit earlier. But hey, what can you do? Prideful, nothing too special. Just make sure to dodge the red particles. If you see something like AMC, healing circle, whatever, just step in it. As said, those things are becoming very, very hard in high keys. So just do everything you can to reduce damage. Like on this Pride, I don't want to use too many personals because I need a lot if this boss goes wrong. But hey, shouldn't go wrong. But I didn't know how fast we were going to kill it. You know, it was the first time I was running with this setup, so I saved a bit of stuff. Okay, we ended up popping Heroism, blasting the boss. First set of ads is nothing too bad. Using our Senket Trinket here. Blood Barrier goes out. Ended up turtling to the other side of the room. Survived the melee hits of the ad. Then we end up killing the boss pretty fast. I think the turtle wasn't even necessary, but I just wanted to be safe. This boss hurts hard. Hurts quite a lot. So I just wanted to be extra safe, and I also saw that we were like almost killing it at that point, so I was like, hey, let's not die, just be safe, get into a better position. We're dismissing the pet again. Then we are off to a little run to the other side of the, haha, unintended, other side of the dungeon. We just skip it. Okay, yeah. right into the Mechagon wing. Not doing anything too crazy here, we're just fighting that mob on its own, so just using everything I have. All of the spells we have, volley, explosive shot, all of that, or everything should be used on cooldown on a single target. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't use it if there's not... Like, if you have explosive shot ready and you know that ads will spawn in like 5 seconds or in a very short time, then yes, hold it for those few seconds. But it's not worth holding explosive shot here just because you know that we will pull more trash at the back of the room there. Like, just use it. Same with volley, just throw it out there. It does a lot of single target damage as well. So yeah. We get the kill shot. Nope, we go safe. So here I have a kill shot ready, double tap ready. I think I end up using it. Not too sure. Okay, nope, we don't use it. Okay, now we have most of our stuff ready for the big pull we are about to do. It's a very scary thing, so just wanted to make sure that I burst early. Misplaced my wild spirits a bit, but hey. Aim shot, multi-shot, rapid fire, multi-shot, aim shot, multi-shot, rapid fire. Oh no, aim shot, now volley. Okay, we ended up getting that, so we jumped out and turtled, and now we volleyed, rapid fired. Aim shot, I didn't catch that there. But that's something we can do if you have that circle around you, jump out and turtle. You don't take damage, you don't get stunned. And this will do a lot of damage in higher keys, so can do that. Okie dokie. By binding here, you can... yeah, binding shot landed here in the corner, but you can binding shot those mobs and they don't move. So, but we had Resto Druid mass routed. Okay, so what we ended up doing here, I think we pulled the lubricator. Like this wing, if you have a group that you play with on a regular basis, skip all of this. Like, it's so annoying to deal with those mobs here. Make sure you spend as little time as you possibly can in this dungeon fighting enemies here, because we are fighting 2 fucking IHP mobs while we could be fighting birds in Ardenweald, right? Ardenwald, whatever, in the Night Fae area. And I think that's even what we did. Like, we just pulled those 2 together. Then I went to deactivate the maze. And then I think we end up invising to the blobbies. So let's see. What do we do? Yes, we invis. So kind of okay what we did here. Like, we spent too much time, but usually you pull all the lubricators like not together, so like at one, no, not at once. Like, you pull one by one, and it's a huge time loss. It's awful. So don't do that. Here we forgot to apply trick shots a few times, but hey, as said, that's stuff I do a lot and I need to improve on a lot. But nothing too bad. Okay, so we have Pride here. Okay, again with Prideful, make sure use offensive stuff that you have for it. Stand-in healing stuff. If you see anything go in there, help your team, help your healer. Those hurt a lot. Like, our healer is doing 9k HPS here, and we are now hitting 20 stacks on it. I think I'm even executing it with my trinket, I'm not sure. No, I'm not. Okay, sometimes I do that. Okay, nice. We ended up going smoothly through that small obstacle here. Okay, what we're doing here, we don't use many offensive cooldowns in the first phase, because you don't want to kill this guy in the first phase. Don't do that ever. I will tell you why in a second. You can interrupt the frost bolts, but make sure to soak the power crystals. That's far more important, because those hurt a lot if they reach the boss. Okay, so I think now we are about to... Yeah, here I healed myself because it was really close. Should have not healed myself because I had acceleration and heal potion, so it was bad. But hey, what can you do? Should I use it on CD? Also heroism? Here we discussed hero. We decided that we use heroism when Millhouse is back. So what you do here is, when you get the purple circle that you saw right here, it stuns the boss. I will see if I can get the next one. Okay, yeah, this one right here. Boom, boss is stunned. And why do you want to do that? To interrupt this cast, like right here, you see? Here is the purple circle, and stun goes off, stops that cast. If you don't stop that cast, you die. Die. There's no way around it. So make sure to keep Millhouse alive, that you can stun the second boss, then kill Millhouse, and then kill the other person. I don't know how she's called, but it's his wife, I think. So yeah, we end up killing Millhouse here. Maleficent? I think it's Maleficent. And then we end up killing second boss here. Nothing too special, just a single target fight. And we are done with this wing. Okay, so next up is the big pull before the Ardenwald area. Yeah, and then we have two juicy pulls in the Ardenwald area. Okay, so we are running over there. Make sure to mount up. So again, I'm not quite sure what will happen here now, because it's the first time I'm running with those guys. And it's not talked about that much, so I'm a bit confused. But he said that he will pull them to the urn, so yeah. What I ended up doing here, burst the mob in. Someone activates urn. We dodge the frontal, but this guy is not stunned. It's not the end of the world. If you can avoid it, try to avoid it. Again, we have... okay, on this pull, I have the death speaker on focus, so that I can interrupt the death speaker once the inspired mob is down. I should have focused on that inspired mob, to be honest, now that I see it, so that the inspired mob dies faster. Small misplay by me here. But yeah, made it through that pull rather nicely. Nothing major happened. And now we are going into the Ardenwheel area, and we are going a bit aggressive because we are like, okay, if you want to time this, we have to risk something. So yeah, we are doing that. I will just skip ahead. Okay. So what ends up being really bad here is that the patrol is close with the inspired mob. So that's bad. That's really bad. And that's what ends up kind of screwing us over with. Or at least me, because I am not sure what to do. Also, Moonkin dropped the trees too early. Like, nobody knew what the plan was, so he just thought that we will stop here, dropped his trees. But then the tank pulled more. So then, when I dropped my cooldowns here, and the tank decides to kite now, we don't have trees. So that's bad. We don't get a lot of value from our CDs here. Kind of a bit of a chaos, but hey, just try to kill those mobs, try to survive. I end up getting aggro. I think I feigned F here, drop combat. Am I misdirecting? Oh, I'm not. I should though. I know I did at some point. Okay. Here again we fucked our volley window. Because we have volley ready and we used the rapid fire right before it. So I think I'm doing double aim shot here. No, I'm not. I'm not even committing to that. Okay. But yeah, if you think of it, save rapid fire for your volley if it's like 5 seconds from apart or like a small amount of time. Okay, so we made it through that pull. Okay, and then we ended up pulling more so that we can proc our Prideful. CDs are almost back. Okay, what are we doing here? Volley into aim shot into rapid fire, right? Nice. Very nice. What I should have done here is use battery 20 seconds before true shot is ready, so that I don't lose a use of the trinket. I do that a lot still, because in M+ gets kind of scuffed from time to time. But in raids, it's easier to manage. But I like double on use playstyle, and I'm getting better optimizing it a lot, to be honest. Okay, Prideful. Do I pump this one? I think I'm not. No, I'm not. We have double innovate for this Prideful. So, and I also think we have AMC. And we also talked about how we are going to do a big pull afterwards, so I was like, okay, this Prideful should be fine. Let's save CDs for the big pull. Am I using my double tap here? I'm sitting on it awfully long, to be honest. And I don't even know why. Okay, yeah, here we use our double tap finally. Nice, okay. But hey, sketchy. Very, very sketchy. Okay, so... Alles zu grün und dann Urne, oder was? Yeah, here so we are talking about what we do. We pull everything to the urn at the green mark. Okay, and this pull, goddamn, this pull is sketchy. And also, I misplaced my wild spirits there. But also, I should have waited with misdirecting, because I need misdirect now, after trees are dead, that don't have it, so I end up getting threat. Do I die here? No, I do not. Okay, but I could have died very easily. So yeah, save misdirect for that, don't early. So here, we Vortex, Binding Shot to help our tank kite. Cannot Vortex the Matriarch. I think, was that the pull that we died to? I'm not sure. Let's see. Here I kinda holding onto my volley because I don't know what's happening. But then I was like, hey, let's just drop it, because why not? End up being in a quite good spot, to be honest. Wasn't too bad. Yeah. Just finishing off this pull. Then we pulled more, because apparently we forgot something. And I think that's where it went bad, yes. Yes. That's where it fell apart. Falls apart. A bit, at least. Or I think he even gets... Yeah, he dies again. Like, I think, like here, we should have just waited and finished the pull. And then pull the rest. I think chaining here was a bad idea. But hey. So what do we end up doing? I'm just helping with what I can do. Throwing down traps, feint deathing, but then we commit to wiping at this point. Oh yeah, that's that. Just going to skip ahead until we are rest. Then we go again. Pulling this same packs. So here I'm just pumping those 3 mobs, because we are almost done with our count. So I know that there is nothing major happening soon, so I can just use my CDs here. Then after this, we are skipping with Invis to the boss. Finishing Prideful before it, of course. Then we do the boss. I think the plan even was to pull that pack into the pull before, but they didn't come. He said in voice that he pulled them, or at least he thought he did, but they didn't get pulled. So what he does here is we just pull all of that, proc our Prideful. Ja, das gibt gar nichts. It's nothing special here. A good volley window, double tap into volley, into aim shot, into rapid fire. Very nice. And like those 3 spells did like almost 10k burst. Like it's insane. Like good volley windows. Like making sure that you play your volley windows good is majorly important AoE. Like it can improve your DPS by a lot. I once looked over the logs of a friend of mine, because he was like, hey, I don't know what's happening, I'm doing very low damage and I don't know why. I was like, hey, wanna send me your logs? I can take a look at them if you want. And I looked at them, and he, like across an entire key, had not one good volley window. So then I told him that you wanna do like volley aim shot rapid fire, and then he went into another key and did every volley window almost perfectly. Like I think in the next key there was only like 1 or 2 volley windows that were scuffed, And man, his DPS was so much better. So make sure that you plan your volley usages
Pretty good.
well. Here, don't look at items that get linked in chat. Very dumb. Very, very dumb. Don't do that. I was feeling too comfortable, obviously. So hey, don't look at items mid fight. If you can't ensure that you survive. Okay, so what was I about to say? Yeah, play your volley windows well. Do that, your DPS will be better. Okay. We head to res. Combat res. And we just run in a huge opener with Heyo. This boss ends up melting. Okay, here, make sure you step into the circle to get thrown in the air. And then there is not too much that's happening. I think our heal ends up dying here. Let's see. Yeah, he gets bombed. She gets bombed. Jumps into the air. And then... yes! Ends up dying to fall damage. GG Blizzard.
4 damage.
So unfortunate. What you can do here, if you're right next to that green thing when boss dies, you can click it before that draw mojo is happening. It's a minor optimization. So then what we end up doing is, hey, who takes which portal? We end up running back to the boss, and we end up pulling boss. Just skipping ahead here.
Patrick, nimmst du links hinten?
I'm taking the back right portal, this one. And here I know that I use everything except Wild Spirits and True Shot. Because I know from experience that that is enough to kill the Totem Boy on Fortified. On Tyrannical, I know that I have to have everything. So like here I can use Explosive Shot again, because it will be back for the ad. But I can't use Volley on Tyrannical, for example, a second time for the boss. I have to save it. So make sure that you figure out what you need to kill your totem. Like, I mean, Wild Spirits and True Shot, as you will see, is overkill even. Or I had everything ready, even, like, except Volley. And I know that it's way too much, so here I could have pumped more damage into the boss earlier, and I would have ended up knocking more health out of the boss. But you never know for sure. Like, I haven't been in an 18 the other side for too long. Like last time was 2 weeks ago or something like that. So I was going safe rather than risking it. But I know on Tyrannical I need every single thing for the totem, because otherwise I can't kill it. Okay, and then we just finishing up our boss here. Ends up being a deplete, but I think it's still a nice key to look at and to talk about. There's a lot of things that happen that went wrong, where I myself and maybe you guys can improve on. Like, it's not always the good keys where you learn things. Like, it's bad keys where you learn things, right? would have been a flawless key. What would there be to learn, right? Kappa. But no. Decided to, like, I have footage from older keys, but I don't want to talk about keys from like January, something like that, because it's way back, and obviously I have improved as well in my gameplay. Like, I make far less mistakes, even though I still make a lot. So I decided I will talk about the key that I did recently, and I did this key on Tuesday, so today's Thursday, so this was 2 days ago. It's a very up-to-date thing, and I will do more of those key review talks soon, but the next few videos will be about raid. I just wanted to get a Mythic Plus video out as quickly as possible, because I feel like a lot of people are interested in Mythic Plus, not in raid, so I was like, okay, general video first, M plus video second, then we do raid videos, and if you run out of content, we can always go back and do Mythic Plus keys. So yeah, that was it for this video. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a nice one. Bye.